Hey y'all, say y'all, peace and Palo Santo 6. It is your girl Divinely Lika, and welcome to the channel. To all of my returning viewers, hey soul cousins. So happy, so blessed, so thankful to have you back. And to my new subscribers, welcome to the soul family. We're just spreading love, light, insight, and helping each other better navigate this beautiful human experience. To all the likes, the comments, and the subscribes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. A million times thank you. It does mean a lot to me. And yeah, let's get into the energy. Y'all ain't sick no more. Not for the most part. However, my voice is just really hoarse. So that's what y'all gonna have to bear with. You know, I do apologize for being sick the last time I was channeling, but my spirit told me to show up for y'all. But I'm assuming a lot of y'all wasn't feeling it because it was like I got some views, but I didn't really get no likes. And I was like, you know, maybe a lot of people was just a little turned off by the fact that I was like super congested and stuff like that. But I'm back. Like I said, I'm a little hoarse, but at least I ain't like all snuffleupagus no more. It's not as bad as it was. And actually, like, you know, me being hoarse actually may be a good thing because, you know, if you're like a regular on the channel, you know that I'm very animated. So I'm animated, I'm a Gemini, so I get really loud and passionate when I speak. So with my voice being hoarse, it actually kind of keeps me down at like a 6. Versus like a 10.5. So, you know, this actually may be a good thing. But anyway, I wanted to channel love. So let's get into it. I've decided to use this deck. We're using the Love Oracle cards. Covers everything from twin flames, soulmate to karmic romantic relationships. So let's get into that energy. I want to re-clear my space. I hope everybody has been keeping, you know, trying to stay cool and keep hydrated because, baby, if you got to work outside, I pray for you. Because, Lord, it's been so hot here in good old Pittsburgh, PA. And I think today was like 93 degrees. But, y'all, here's why Pittsburgh heat so bad. Or, like, I'm going to say maybe it's just like this up north or up east. North? Yeah, why it's like this up north. Like, why the heat is so bad up north. Because it's what's so crazy is I've been to Vegas. And, like, 107 degrees in Vegas is not as bad as 88 degrees in Pittsburgh. Because the humidity. Like, the humidity makes it miserable. I'm talking about you walk outside, 10 seconds, you're sweating. And sweating up under your titties, your lower back, your top lip. It's not the move. It really ain't. So, I think that humidity, it just makes it worse. It really does. So, stay hydrated. Keep your kiddos hydrated. Keep your pets hydrated. And all that good stuff. Let's get into this energy. Divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors, cosmic family of the brightest love light. Healing, prosperity, and protection. Please give me clear and accurate messages for the divine collective. Clear and accurate messages for the divine collective. What is it that you want them to hear and know the most at this time? What is it that's going on in love, behind the scenes, that maybe they're not even aware of? Please just block out all interferences as I get these messages across and protect my space. Any dark magic, evil eye being sent my way or to the way of my platform, I ask that you return it back to sender, magnified, and bind it to them. Protect my crown chakra as I get these messages across. And protect and open up my third eye chakra so that I can dive deeper into my intuition to give further clarification of the cards that come out today. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. Let me see what's going on here. All right, let's see what's going on here, collective. Inaccurate messages for the collective. Please understand all of my readings are timeless. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, just coming straight off the bat. First card I have is the Grim Reaper. It says, this relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. I'm hearing for a lot of you, you're already in the process of doing that. It says the runner. Runner in codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. So you could have absolutely got out of a relationship because you were dealing with somebody who was afraid of, who had a fear of intimacy. They were a runner. They're in and out, hot and cold, inconsistent. You're pouring more into the relationship than they were pouring into the relationship, and you finally decided to get out of it. For some of you, this could have been a twin flame dynamic with the twin flame card being next. It does say twin flame, yin and yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. But I mean, this could have been your twin, but regardless if this was your twin or not, this could be a twin that you've absolutely decided to end the journey with. You know, we all have free will. Nobody has to be in a happily ever after union with their twin. Honestly, the goal of the union and the relationship is for you to grow and to really come into union with yourself. However, that's just on one end. For some of you, you ended a relationship with somebody who was inconsistent, somebody who had a fear of intimacy, and now you're actually going to be meeting your twin. Another thing I'm seeing too is that you ended a relationship and now your twin is running towards you because you no longer have somebody in your energy anymore. I'm also seeing that as well. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about this, Spirit. It says mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personality, pretend, delude, gaslighting. Yeah. For a lot of you, you ended a relationship or you came out of a partnership with somebody who was inconsistent, hot and cold, and very much so a fucking narcissist. Crazy, because I literally just channeled narcissism like earlier today, but it was like on my Instagram page. Sometimes like certain messages will hit my spirit and I don't necessarily have to touch cards, like touch any cards. I'll just get random downloads, and at first I used to just look at them as like random thoughts, and now I'm at a point in my journey where it's like these aren't just thoughts, Malika. Like these are downloads. These are channeled messages. These are something that can actually be beneficial to somebody else. That's why, honestly, y'all, if y'all don't follow me, well, my Instagram got a lot of other things going on outside of, because, you know, my Instagram is fun, out to say the least. It's like spirituality, like hood rat hippie, like it's just a lot. It's a lot. But anyway, still very much so insightful because I'm always dropping knowledge. That's just who I am. Yeah, next card. Next card is ascending. It says transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Yeah. You've learned from whatever this relationship was that literally it came into the energy that you're done with somebody. Like there's no, and you know, even if it's a situation where you haven't fully come to terms with the fact that this relationship is over and you decided that you still wanted to keep dealing with this person, I genuinely believe that when we deal with a person longer than what our soul is intended for us to deal with a person, that we stagnate our growth. So it'll be a situation where you can get back with the person, but there's not going to be any progress. It's just not, because it's not intended for it to go any further than where it ended, quite frankly. But for a lot of you, that's for somebody specific, because for a lot of you, it's like you're just done. You're just done. Like, you've ascended out of this. You understand the relationship is over. You understand that you were dealing with somebody who was probably very narcissistic, gaslighted you, came in and maybe, you know, love bombed you, showed you one version of themselves, and at some point the mask falls off. With every narcissist, at some point the mask falls off. They can only keep up the persona but for so long before they show who they really are. And then they'll do something like, okay, they'll do something where like their mask comes off. You're like, oh my God, what the hell? What are you doing? This is hurting me. I'm about to leave, whatever. And they go put it back on like, oh no, but remember the person you fell in love with? Put the mask back on again type shit. Yeah. That energy. But for a lot of you, it's like... hold on. Yeah. But it's like for a lot of you, like you've ascended out of this. Like you've ascended. You've learned what you needed to learn from this person. You've ascended. You've learned from it. And then now, you actually may be coming into union with your twin flame. Your twin flame can be running towards you now that you no longer have this person who is wearing a mask in your energy anymore. Tell me more, Spirit. Deceptive energy I'm getting. It says hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, integration, repetitive, persistent, working on it. I feel like when I see this card, it makes me feel like after you came out of the relationship, you really had to build yourself back up again. And that makes sense because honestly, with anybody who's narcissistic, you have to do that. You really do. You have to do that. You have to build yourself back up again. But you know, keep going, collective. You're doing good. The hardest part is actually getting out of that connection. Like, it's such a, you know, I feel like narcissistic relationships, they get downplayed so much. Because honestly, I feel like a lot of people are narcissistic nowadays. And I also feel like a lot of times when people deal with narcissists, that sometimes they pick up some of those characteristics. Not completely, but I think that does happen in some cases. However, you know, I feel like narcissistic abuse really gets overlooked because it's deep. Like, you know, there's a lot of dog ass people out here, like dog ass women, dog ass men out here. But narcissism, like narcissistic people, it's far different. I feel like, you know, a person who's just like a cheater or like a whore, they're like a baby pup in comparison to a narcissist. Because it's very much so an emotionally and psychologically abusive situation. And certain situations, like physically abusive, but it is. You know, it really is. So I do think, like, when you come out of those type of connections, you really do have to take the time to, one, learn the lesson. Because I do feel like they come into our lives to teach us a damn lesson. More than likely, a lot of times narcissists are very drawn to empaths, or us empaths are drawn to narcissists. I don't know what the dynamic is. But, you know, there's a very valuable lesson you can learn from dealing with a narcissist. Absolutely. But I feel like, you know, it's like you took this energy, you transcended the obstacles that you faced dealing with this person, and you took the time to build yourself back up. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about this energy, Spirit. Says photograph. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. Yeah. This person is watching you. And it makes sense. What's the stage called? It's like hoovering. There's different stages of like this narcissistic shit, especially when you get away. They'll sit there and try to hoover, watch what it is that you got going on. Trying to see if they maybe psychologically got some type of hold on you still. This person could absolutely still be looking at your pictures, or just, you know what it is, maybe not even necessarily looking at old memories with you, but they're just like watching your socials. They're watching your socials. Tell me more, Spirit. Karmic relationship, yeah. This person was a fucking karmic. Well, obviously. You, like, a narcissist can't be anything but a karmic. I'm sorry. It's a karmic partner. Which means it was solely intended for you to learn something from this relationship. It says karmic relationship, fleeting, triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. And that's what you've done. You let go. You've decided to let go, love you, and build yourself back up. Because Lord knows a narcissist will tear your ass the fuck down. They have to. They have to. It's so crazy because the way you come into a narcissistic relationship is not the way you leave. They deplete you. They deplete you. Because they're takers. And they love a giver. I don't think narcissists they don't choose to be in relationships with people who are like them. A narcissist can't be with another narcissistic person. Because they need to be with somebody that they can take from. That they can siphon energy from. Narcissistic people are attracted to the light in other people. So yeah, they have to, they need somebody who's compassionate and empathetic to stroke their ego real nice. They can't be with somebody as cold as them because they're going to feel empty. They get all of their, honestly, excuse me, as confident as narcissists come off, they have a very fragile and weak and small ego. So they have to be in situations where they have supplies, where that's constantly feeding their ego. They can't be with somebody, 16 on a timer. They can't be with somebody who's just as cold as them. They can't get anything from that. They'll still feel empty and useless. They need to be with somebody that makes them feel special and feel sorry for their shortcomings and feel sorry for all the things that they've been through in their childhood and blah, 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 blah. They need that. Yeah. That person was the runner and you were the chaser in the dynamic. You're burnt out. At some point you got burnt out with this shit. Yeah. And they're watching you. They're watching you. The runner is so funny. The runner is now watching the chaser. And here's what's so funny how shit works out, right? There was a period in time where, because, you're dealing with a narcissist, they breadcrumb you. So they come in probably paying you all this attention and pouring into you and speaking all these beautiful words of affirmation and being compassionate, 17 on the timer, caring about what it is that you got going on and, how you feel and trying to understand you. And they almost seem empathetic and compassionate like you. All they're doing is taking what it is that they studied about you, and now they're using it to get in your energy or to get you to fall for them. That's all it is. It's really... One thing I'll say about narcissists that they don't get enough credit for, they're very intelligent. Most narcissists that I know are very intelligent people because I won't even say intelligent. Maybe they've just studied what it looks like to be intelligent. Yeah, what it looks like to be an intelligent person. But they have a tendency to, they watch their subject very, very well. Very well. To get in their energy. But so it's like funny to see this here now because it's like it's giving me the energy of, obviously, if you were dealing with a narcissist, yeah, they came in, they made you feel amazing, and at some point they weren't giving you little to anything, or they just give you a little, just to give you those little bit of dopamine hits to hold on to faith that maybe you could get that person that they showed you in the beginning, but you never will, because the reality of the situation is that the person that they showed you in the beginning was never them to begin with. It was a mask. It was a mask. It was a mask. And it's like now, when you start getting out of their energy, you break free. You decide to choose you. You decide to choose the love that you have for yourself over the love that you have for this person. And understand that there's a pattern here and there's certain things that just will not change. This is a karmic relationship. Now it's like all the attention that they weren't giving you when you were in the relationship, they're giving you all the attention now. With this sunglasses card, it says watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Yeah. Absolutely they are. The runner is now watching the person who used to be the chaser, which was you. Or flip and switch your roles, they apply to your situation. They get cross watchers. Flip and switch the roles as they apply to your situation. Because I can be talking about you or someone who's in your energy knowingly or unknowingly. Also, my readings are timeless, so this can apply to past, present, or future. But this shit is over. This is over. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. Tell me more, Spirit. Cupid's arrow, yeah. This person's watching you because, first of all, you're glowing. You're looking good. You're looking good. You're taking care of yourself. You're actually healing. You're evolving. That girl going up. You're evolving. And you know, when you start healing and you start loving on yourself, ooh, it's like you're really romantically attractive when you're taking care of yourself. So we have Cupid's arrow here. It says, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, or meeting, hesitation. Yeah. This person can absolutely be your twin. But you know what I'm hearing too for a lot of you? A lot of you were in the a lot of you had the mindset that you were actually with a twin flame, but the whole time you were with a karmic partner. You thought you were with a twin, and it's actually a karmic. Yeah. Yeah, because then when I look at the line about how this came out, it was like twin flame, runner, twin flame, and then mask. So you were with somebody who you believed to be your twin. And honestly, a lot of people are coming out of false twin connections. I think I was. I was so convinced, y'all, that my last relationship was a twin flame union. I really was. But the more I sit here and I'm like looking back on stuff, I'm like, this wasn't a fucking twin flame union. And you want to know why people think? Here's what's so crazy. You think that the passion is just so intense that you swear up and down you're with a twin, and then you got that toxic ass runner chaser dynamic, and people start thinking, oh well, that's a part of the journey, because there is a runner and chaser dynamic with twin flames, but there's also a runner and chaser dynamic with shitty ass people as well. There's also a runner and chaser dynamic with fucking narcissists as well. So I think the lines get blurred a little bit, but excuse me. Yeah, I think this person, what was I trying to get at? Yeah, I feel like the runner and chaser dynamic could have absolutely had you feeling like, yeah, maybe I am really with a twin. Oh, boom. That's what I was trying to get at. Narcissists and empath relationships get confused for twin flame relationships a lot. And the reason why they do is because you fit like a puzzle piece. When you're an empath, when you're overly compassionate and sensitive, and you're a giver, and then you meet a narcissist who is a taker, obviously you're going to fit together perfectly. You're a giver, they're a taker. It works out until it doesn't, because they're going to deplete you of everything. At some point, you're tapped out. In any situation where it's not a balanced giving and receiving dynamic, you will be out of balance, and at some point you will get burned out. You'll experience burnout. But yeah, those connections, and when a narcissist come in, they make you feel so good, don't they? They know how to make you feel so good. They do. They're love bomber. They come in love bombing. So you're gonna feel like, oh my God, this is everything I ever looked for, everything I ever wanted. I'm telling you, this empath and narcissist dynamic gets confused for twin flame dynamics so much because of how passionate it feels when you meet in the love bombing stages with a narcissist. It feels so passionate. Then with the added tax of a narcissist is a taker, and the empath is a giver and compassionate and feels bad and has sympathy for this person. It'll feel a whole lot like a twin flame union, but it's not. But it's just not. But look how you're evolving. You're evolving. Healing. It says relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child growth. I really feel like whatever this evolving to the next phase, this is this Cupid's arrow person. And then right after that is heart with a key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together. Perfect. Yeah, this is new. This is a new energy. I love to see that though. I love to see the closing of a very toxic chapter, and then you walking into something beautiful. But you doing it the right way, because this is not a situation where it's like, okay, I'm going to get under somebody to get over somebody. No, you decided to love on yourself for some time. Learn some lessons. Build yourself back up. You know? Taking the time to reflect on the relationship that you had, that you were actually in, which was a karmic relationship. Taking the time to learn the lessons, and in certain instances, taking the time to, like, you know, taking the time to realize maybe the illusion that you painted for yourself with this photograph card. I'm about to move on to a different deck. I'm just trying to feel. Spirit, tell me, please guide me to the next deck to channel from. Guide me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even need this. I don't need to channel anymore from this deck, because the reality of the situation is I know what happened here. This is what just flew out. Stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. And you know what? Maybe I was supposed to keep pulling cards, because the reality of the situation is this person, you know, I do believe when a narcissist, you know, feels like they actually really are losing their person now, like, you know, they will do things where, like, they'll pull back. They'll definitely try to discard you, go deal with somebody else for whatever time to, you know, feel their little fantasies or needs or whatever for a second. But they will come back. They always like their best supply. The person who loved them the most. The person who stroked their ego the most. They're always going to double back, just to make sure that they still have access to you. Or in certain instances, because of the psychological game that we play on them, we can break up with them and go back and get their asses. A lot of times. But at some point, you will reach a point where you've had enough. And you let go. And then that's when they start being like, wait a minute now. What the hell? He ain't pressing me. He ain't trying to see what I'm doing. Or she's not pressing me. She's not trying to see what I'm doing or what I got going on, or trying to get me back. I missed you text or nothing. That's when they start hoovering. That's when they get worried. That you're no longer in your chaser energy anymore. And don't try to come in and love bomb the shit out of you with this mask. Because how this is lining up, it's like mask and then stab in the back with this card here. So what I'm seeing, how I'm seeing this, is this person will absolutely, because if they feel like they're losing their supply, they're going to try to come back in. Just to see. And they're going to try to love bomb you. You're going to have this little mask on right here. This little mask on right here. But all it's going to lead to is you getting stabbed in the back again. Shocking attack. That's all it's going to lead to. They actually even may come in doing good for a little while. But the next time they hurt you, they're going to hurt you way worse than they did the first time. Or whatever the time was before this last time. Promise. Yep. Love call. They want to come in and love bomb. Real bad. But you know what? It's not going to work. It's just lined up. I don't even have to shuffle anymore at this point. Or go through the deck anymore. They're going to come in trying to love bomb to see if they still have access to you. Because they're seeing this. And then this card right here would fall right under ascending. They want to see how far have you come. Have you ascended so much that you're not even willing to deal with me anymore? Or give me the time of day? They're going to come in and give you that love call. I miss you. You were so right, everything you said. I've been going to church. I've been going to therapy. I love you, I miss you. I was wrong. Bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's a love bomb call. It's a love bomb attempt to attack. A love bomb attempt to communicate. But you ain't gonna go for it. Healthy choices was next in the deck. You're not gonna go for it. Says, Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happier. Absolutely not. This person is going to try to come in and distract you from your healing journey. You bet not. All the work that you've done. Healthy choices falls right under hammer. All the building yourself back up that you've done. Hoping that they can come in with some passion for you. Passion is falling right under karmic relationship, which makes sense. Because karmic relationships, they always feel so passionate. The sex is real good. The chemistry just seems real nice. Yeah. But the reality of the situation, this person's still in the same energy. Multiple options. Probably got a couple keys to a couple different supplies houses. Many option decisions. Unconventional, string along, one night stand. That's all it is. That's all it is. They want to come into your energy with this passionate, oh, I love you, I miss you, blah, 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 blah. But they still got their options. They're still coming. They're going to try to come in your energy still with their same options. They ain't let nobody go. They ain't let nobody go. They still full of shit. Do not be misled. Do not go back to the same environment that you had to heal from. The love that you have for yourself is too valuable. Your time is too valuable. Your heart is too valuable. Don't you go back to that shit. Don't you let this person come in here trying to gaslight you. This ain't your twin. It's not. Whoever thought this was their twin, and if this don't resonate for you, this just ain't your story. But this is not your twin. It's twin flame and mask. Runner, it says Grim Reaper. Literally, the energy started off Grim Reaper, runner, twin flame, and mask. Hold on, let me try to put it up together the right way. How this came out. Shit. Give me a minute. Grim Reaper, the runner, twin flame, mask. Wasn't your twin. It wasn't your twin. Looked like it. Felt like it, maybe. But that shit was toxic. It was karmic. You're with a narcissist. And you know what? Don't beat yourself up for it. I've been here. I've been here. And you want to know what? I literally just made a post today. Let me read it for you all. Because, we're all in different parts of the journey. And for this energy to come up, I know that I'm a lot further out of this part of the journey. Like, I see shit clear as day. But let me just read the post that I made today. I said, never beat yourself up for the love that you gave. I really feel like it's solely for learning and character development purposes a lot of times. I actually preach everybody needs a bad relationship. You learn some of your deepest and most transformative lessons from them if you don't look at it from a victim standpoint. In my eyes, my ex did everything he was supposed to do to me. And though it was a painful lesson, it ultimately made me into a better woman. So collective, you take the lesson from this situation and continue to empower yourself because you're already doing it. Do not let this person come in to distract you. Because that's all it is. It's a test. It ain't nothing but a test. Narcissists ain't nothing but catalyst to people's growth. Yeah, and you know what? This is what's next. Abundance. Don't you let this person come in and mess up your abundance. The abundance that you have coming in. Abundance of love. Abundance of good energy. Abundance of financial prosperity. Abundance of confidence. Don't you let Oh, that's so beautiful. Next after that was the dragonfly. It says abundance. Be the light. It says be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change. Wait, excuse me. Abundance. It says keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. And then it says the dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. Yeah. Yeah, collective. Let's get a few cards to close out the reading for some advice. And then, yeah, I'm going to wrap this thing on up. I'm going to wrap this thing on up. Alright, let's see. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave these cards here while I pull from the other deck. I'm trying to think. Angel numbers or messages from the universe. You know what? I'm not going to do either or. I'm going to do... I don't use them as often as I like. So I'm going to use that deck. Cosmic Insight. Oh, it's hard. It's so hard when you have so many cards. Give me a second, collective. I'm trying to find my deck. And I want to use that. Okay. Let's get into this. Channeling from this one for the advice. Alright. Divine Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors, Cosmic Family. Of the brightest love, light, healing, prosperity, and protection. Please just give me some cards to close out the reading for the Divine Collective. What is it that you want them to hear and know and to take from this reading? Yeah, collective. This person trying to come in. They see you looking good. And here's what's so crazy. This is what's so sick about a narcissist. This person would not want to come back in your energy if you look like you were still sitting around sulking and crying over them. They wouldn't. Because what can you pour into them in that energy? You looking good. You looking like, they got like a shiny object syndrome with them. You looking good. You looking healthy. You looking like you're loving yourself. You looking like you got the capacity to actually build yourself back up and love somebody else again. Oh, no. They don't like that. They need a little piece of that. Yeah. They want a piece of that. And all they gonna do is come in and do the same shit again. You will never be able to forgive yourself if you go back again. Especially if you're somebody, it's different when you're still in the really toxic back and forth runner chaser, and it's like, you're still in the midst of that. That's different. But when you really have come to a point where you've really pulled yourself out, built yourself back up, and then you benefit, you let this person come in and persuade you to go back, and they hurt you again, it's going to be really hard for you to forgive yourself. It is. It says, someone is in need of your love. Offer it to them. The someone who's in need of your love is you. Or maybe somebody else. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. It doesn't necessarily have to be the person that I've been channeling this energy on. It really could be. It really could be whoever this heart with the key person is. This Cupid's arrow person is. My thoughts went straight to the narcissist. I said, I know you lying. All right. It says, you're too amazing to follow everyone else. Forge your own path. I don't feel like I should. I feel like I shouldn't use this deck. I don't always like the messages that come out here. It says, trust yourself always. Trust others once. Trust others once they've earned it. Honestly, I think that's a really good a lesson that you can take from dealing with a narcissist as well. Because I felt like I gave, like when I think about the dynamic I was in, I'm like, I gave so much of myself for nothing. Like, not for nothing, like I did it all for nothing, but I gave that all to that person and they weren't giving me that back. There was not a reciprocal energy there. You get what I'm saying? So, trust others once they've earned it. Pour into others once they've earned it. Maybe not necessarily that one, but trust others when they've earned it. It says you must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. Yeah, a lot of you are, still struggling with, and obviously, rightfully so. I'm gonna be honest. I went so hard with the glutes in the gym. I feel like I tore something in my butt. My butt hurt. And I got a big butt, y'all. But this motherfucker, it's like my booty bone hurt. It hurt real bad. It hurts really bad. Anyway, so off topic. But the pain just overpowered the message for a second. Yeah, forgive this person if you want to be free. You still being upset, you still feeling hurt, rightfully so. Especially like the biggest part of like the coming out of the narcissism fog, like when you finally are not looking at it through the rose-tinted glasses, it's like, wow. It actually can hit really deep because you really, once you come to the understanding that you are with a person who was wearing who you were with a person that you never knew, like you never knew who they were. Because see, here's the thing. Because of narcissists, they love bomb you and they make you feel so amazing in the beginning. You really do spend the majority of the relationship trying to get the same person that they showed you in the beginning. And that person normally never comes back. They may give you little glimpses of that person on, as a manipulation tactic, but you will never get the person that you once fell in love with. So it's actually very hard to come out of the connection and think to yourself, this person really put up a fucking facade the whole time. They were never who they portrayed to me in the beginning. They really fucking fooled me. Yes, that can piss you off. Absolutely, that can be hard to heal from and to get over. But Spirit is asking for you to forgive this person for you, not for them. You're not doing it for them. They ain't shit. Hate to say it. I hate to say it, but it's like, it's so hard. Like, I do understand, the spiritual aspect or the spiritual aspect of like the narcissism as to, they really have a great deal of inner child healing that they need to do. I really do understand that. And for that, I do try to be compassionate because I do understand that we were against the spirit, not the flesh. So I try not to say shit like, you say things like they ain't shit, but it's so hard to try to be sympathetic or empathetic to somebody who uses people and has no empathy to hurting them. It's so hard for me to try to be compassionate. The part of my journey that I'm still working on, because baby, I'm a work in progress. Okay. It says no one said this whole life thing was a race. It's okay to slow down. That felt right under healthy choices. A lot of times it's like we want to hurry up and, especially in a situation where you feel like you've invested so much time into something that really led to ultimately, and I hate to say, a lot of us have this perception like, oh, it was just wasted time. But I think, quoting, just to go back and quote my reading, the channel message that I had earlier that I posted on my Facebook page today, is like, when you take the time to not look at things from a victim standpoint and understand that this person really came in and was really just a catalyst to your growth, in the lessons that you learn from it, where the fuck am I trying to get at? You don't necessarily feel like, oh, I need to hurry up and rush and heal. So you don't necessarily have the mindset of, oh, this was just a bunch of wasted time. Because it really wasn't. it really wasn't. Maybe you stayed in there longer than, like, you know, longer than you intended to. But that just meant it's maybe took you a little bit longer to learn the lesson. And that's okay. We're all on different timelines. You get what I'm saying? But the reality of the situation is this. You know, a lot of us, we have this mindset like, oh, okay, I invested all this time. I need to hurry up and heal, which you cannot rush healing. I want to hurry up and heal and hurry up and rush to the part where everything makes sense and everything is better. You can't necessarily do that. That's for somebody specific. That's for somebody specific. But yeah, Spirit is saying this whole life thing ain't no race. It's okay to slow down. It's okay. Healing is a dance, y'all. So it is okay that if there are certain days, maybe you got a good week where you're just feeling amazing. You're feeling empowered. You're feeling confident. You're feeling like, you know what, the best thing, I'm so proud of myself for walking away from that situation because I struggled for so many years to walk away. And next week can absolutely look like I am struggling to get out of bed. I'm angry. I'm hurt. It can absolutely look like that. But that's what healing is. It's a dance. It's a dance. So show yourself grace. Show yourself grace. It says stay present. That's where life happens. And you know what's so funny? I'm actually happy that that came up because another card that showed itself in this deck here after the coffin card that I had acknowledged was the cassette. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over and over in your head. Sometimes it's hard for you to heal when you keep replaying what somebody did, how somebody wronged you over and over again in your head. Because you're literally taking your body through the experience over and over again. See, the body doesn't really know the difference between like an old trauma and a new trauma. So if I continue, you know, like sometimes when you're talking to somebody about how somebody wronged you, like whatever happened to you and such and such. And they're like, no, I want to know everything. Like, what happened to you and such and such? And you're like, well, this happened and they did this and they did that and blah, 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 blah. And you can literally feel yourself getting worked up again. The body doesn't know that that happened 5 years ago. It doesn't. It doesn't. So it's like when you're sitting there and you're replaying events over and over again in your head, you're literally picking your scab over and over and over again. Making it harder for you to heal. I promise you. I'll pull one more. Yep, it gave it to me right here. It says, stop ruminating over what you did or didn't do. Let it go. Beautiful way to end the message. Beautiful way to end the message. Let it go. Let it go, collective. But I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, and I hope you're proud of yourself as well. Some people don't get out of these connections. Some people don't. So for you to be somebody who got yourself out of this connection, you have taken the time to build yourself back up, to love on yourself, to evolve to this beautiful butterfly. To see through the illusions that maybe this person painted for you and maybe that you painted for yourself. It's beautiful. And I'm proud of you. You have graduated one chapter of the, you know, a particular chapter of this university. Because, Lord, it ain't nothing but a bunch of damn lessons and cycles, baby. I promise you. Promise you. And if you don't learn them, you repeat them. Just the same way you go to school and you didn't learn everything you were supposed to learn in that particular grade. Well, they flunk your ass and they make you take it all over again. This is the same. This really the same thing. This little life simulation is set up kind of the same way. Especially for certain people, depending on what your contract look like. You know? But this has been your message, collective. Once again, I'm proud of you. Don't let this dusty motherfucker come into your energy and distract you from your growth and all the abundance and beautiful things you have coming your way, because you have a beautiful partnership coming in. Because you deserve it. Because you deserve it. So, this has been your message. I hope that it resonated. If so, please like, comment, subscribe. It's a beautiful way to energetically donate back to the channel. And it's also a beautiful way to help me better better channel for you for future readings. But until next time, I love y'all so much, and peace out.